today. Today here to talk about a different kind of baseball. In any event, I see you. I was actually had the pleasure of being involved in the effort to bring minor league baseball to York, starting back in 1994, 1995. And at the time that we were working on this project, there was a lot of talk in the community about whether York would support a minor league baseball team. And those of us who were involved said, you don't understand. This is not just about a professional minor league baseball team. This is about the York community. And over the course of the 18 years that this building has been over, I think we have delivered as an organization on the promise to be more than just a minor league baseball venue. And today is really at least a layer of additional icing on that cake in a big way. And it really thrills me to have been able to put this partnership together and to welcome the local campus of our state's flagship university to WellSpan Park as its new home. And in that vein, it gives me a great deal of pleasure to welcome and introduce the Chancellor of Penn State York, Dave Christiansen.
Thank you, Eric. We are very excited about this opportunity to have our Penn State York baseball team play at WellSpan Park. One of the focuses of the last few years has been to develop our athletics program, and that includes providing better venues for their competitions. A little while ago, we were able to do some updates to our soccer field, and we have an exceptional field for our soccer men's team to play on. And we didn't think, though, that we would be able to do anything with baseball until recently, when we approached the Hoffman Foundation and the York County Community Foundation and talked to them about our dream of having our men's baseball team play at WellSpan Park. We didn't think it was going to happen. It was a long road, but we are very happy today to be signing an agreement for the Penn State York baseball team to play the next 3 seasons of all of their home games at WellSpan Park. This will immediately be the best baseball venue at Penn State, bar none. So we're very excited to provide this opportunity for students who come to Penn State York, who pursue a degree and play the sport that they love. And there's going to be no better place than here at WellSpan Park. Now it is my pleasure to introduce our athletic director at Penn State York, Mr. Jeff Barkdoll.
Thank you, Dr. Christiansen and Eric. Thank you very much. I remember in 2007 when this ballpark opened, I actually had the opportunity to come and see the opening day in June of that year, and the excitement that surrounded this place was just amazing. The celebration and what it meant to New York City and the surrounding communities was just a phenomenal dream, if you will, that finally came to fruition. So that was a great day. But I also then had the opportunity a few years later to actually join this organization and be a part of it for a few seasons, and that for me was just like a little boy in a candy shop having a great opportunity to be a part of our hometown team. It was an honor and a privilege I'll never forget. Today, my hope is that same excitement that I had personally to witness the opening day and then to become a part of the York Revolution organization, I hope that same excitement culminates here today, and I think that it does. I just feel very honored and proud to be a part of Penn State York, but I'm even more excited for these young men who are standing behind me. This is what it's all about. We all at Penn State York work so hard to make the student experience all that it can be, and this is just one of those things that we're able to do. So I'm very, very excited for what it means to these guys, but not just to these guys. I really think it's going to culminate into a recruiting tool that we're going to be able to extend to future athletes. But then I think bringing all this together, Penn State York being tied to downtown York and the York Revolution, our fans, our families, our friends will be coming downtown. I think getting the whole city of York involved and tying that connection to Penn State York is just phenomenal. So I think it's going to help in so many different ways, and I'm just so thrilled for what the possibilities remain. we can't go on without thanking those who really made this possible. Dr. Christiansen mentioned the Huffman Foundation and the York County Community Foundation. We certainly couldn't be here without their willingness to support this effort. But also Eric Menzer and the York Revolution staff who worked hand in hand with myself and others throughout this whole process. We just thank you and really thank you for making this not just available for us, but the entire community. Beyond that, Dr. Christiansen, for your involvement, your support of athletics, we certainly appreciate that. To Barb Dennis for all that she did in putting this event together today and making things happen, but also to Di Hershey, who is our Director of Development, who also had a lot to do in getting the grant through and getting that written and presented. We just, it took a lot of people working a lot of years just to make this happen. So I am forever indebted to those folks who made that possible, to these young men and for young men to come in the near future. So with that, we'd be amiss if we didn't give the opportunity to hear from our head coach. So it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you our head coach, Mr. Todd Meckley.
Thanks, and I just want to start off by saying thank you to Mr. Jeff Barkdoll, Dr. Christiansen, Mr. Eric Menzer from the York Revolution for helping, and everybody else from Penn State York, the York Revolution, to make this possible. To be able to play and have the opportunity to play at this venue, WellSpan Park, it's a dream come true for all of our student athletes here at Penn State York to play in a venue which quite literally is second to none. From a coaching standpoint, being a Penn State graduate myself, I can't say how very proud and honored I am to be given this opportunity to help lead these young men on a weekly basis. And I thank Mr. Jeff Barkdoll for giving me that opportunity for sure. To be able to come out and experience this every day, again, from a coaching standpoint, the confidence, to be able to walk in this stadium takes things to another level. From a competition standpoint, to be able to have that type of mindset, it changes things when you're able to participate in a venue like this. And I think that's also will lend its hand to recruiting prospective student athletes to Penn State York, paying a Penn State degree. So I think coupled with that, there's great things ahead. I know this team, and I speak for all of them, how excited they are. And I also want to send one thanks from them to all of you that are here today, both from Penn State York and the York Revolution. Thank you so much for making this come together, and I look forward to a wonderful season ahead of us this spring. Thank you.
Dr. Christiansen, do you want to read that so they know?
Oh, certainly, good idea. So the agreement that we are signing reads as follows. On this 13th day of February 2024, Penn State York Athletics, and the York Revolution join forces in a celebration of baseball to announce a partnership that allows for WellSpan Park to be the official home of Penn State York baseball for 3 years. Thank you to the York County Community Foundation's Bob Hoffman Sports and Fitness Fund for their generous support.